What you say? Say, get me off this hot concrete there now. Well, we stopped here. We're hanging out till 3 o'clock. We're gonna go check in at a hotel. And I noticed this piece here was hanging way down. And what it is, this screw right here, it broke out of the thing. It broke, so it won't. This thing right here, the screw. So where it? There we go. That little thing right in there, it broke out, so it's not staying in there. And this one pulls out, so there's only this one down at the bottom that's actually still holding it in place. So I rednecked it up to get me to where I can get it fixed. I use industrial, really hard, thick, super Gorilla clear tape. Put some more up here to hold it up there. And that stuff will hold, trust me, until I can get it fixed. And the reason I know it'll hold, that's underneath, well, I don't know, with the heat from the engine might bust it loose. But if you look here, I still got tape holding that in because I never got around to getting that fixed. I need to try to get that fixed. You in the shade? So yeah, Dad, so I'm checking out this shade over here. Get up there in the grass a little bit, I reckon. Whew. Yeah, this is an old Kmart parking lot we're in. And let's see. We're in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And you're probably wondering, what the hell are you doing in Cape Girardeau on a Saturday? Let's see what all we got. There's Steak and Shake, Logan's Roadhouse, Best Buy is behind that. And then you got a mall across the street over there. There's a big mall. There's another Landstar. And then there's trucks parked back here in the back. It's like I said, it's an old abandoned Kmart, so I guess they let big trucks park here. So I guess we'll talk about what all's going on. Sorry about the shade. So I had to pick the one spot where the sun's right in my eyes, right? Anyway, I'll go ahead and tell you what all was happening. I'm a dumbass. I don't know. I don't blame what happens on other people or other stuff. You know, I usually try to take responsibility for everything that happens in my life. I don't try to pawn it off on other people or other events. He's back on the grass, ain't he? He's got to be on camera. He's a camera hog. You think he doesn't know what he's doing? He knows what he's doing. He's photobombing me. Anyway, all right, let me explain to you what happened. We get to Howe, Indiana to do our pickup over there. And I know you think I'm making this up, but I swear to God, it's the truth. We sat there for 13 hours. Remember last time we picked up there, we had to sit for 13 hours when we went and got the boys hamburgers down at Wendy's. We sat for 13 hours this time, and they didn't get us out of there till around 3 a.m., a little after 3 a.m. that morning. So there's no way I'm gonna make my 7 a.m. appointment. Wow, that's a truck. There's no way I'm gonna make my 7 a.m. appointment down in White House, Tennessee. So, but all I can do is hang it in the wind and go. So I left. As soon as I pulled the trailer out of the dock myself. They didn't even pull it out of the dock. And signed my paperwork and took off. And so, I mean, like I said, I hauled butt. I didn't stop not once. From the time I left Howe, Indiana, to the time I got to where I delivered in White House, Tennessee. I was there at the Lowe's Distribution Center. They got me in. They got me unloaded fast. I got out of there, and I was hauling butt. This was around 11 a.m. It's a 4-hour drive to get over to Cape Girardeau. They close at 4 p.m., so that gives me about an hour leeway, but they want you there by 3 to do the receiving, right? So I'm making good time. When I say making good time, you know the old saying, fast truck and a lead foot. I was pouring the coal to it, man. I wouldn't get no good fuel mileage, that's for sure. And so I'm almost there. I'm looking good. I'm gonna make it with about 5-10 minutes to spare. And when I say 5 or 10 minutes to spare, I mean my 11 hours of drive time is completely gone by the time I get there. So I'm gonna have to PC down the street to somewhere to park, most likely, you know, do a 10-hour break. So I'm hauling butt, man. And I try to follow Ram McNally in some of these instances because it knows that I'm a big truck and where I can and can't go. Downside to Ram McNally is it does not have the most up-to-date data that the Google Maps has. So I use both. In this instance here, I had to choose either follow Ram McNally or follow Google Maps. Google Maps thinks I'm in a car, Ram McNally thinks I'm in a truck. Google Maps knows that the bridge on 51 over there is shut down. I should have known. I didn't. Ram McNally doesn't know. So it knows I can go across there legally. It just doesn't know that it's shut down. So I get over there to the turn, shut down. So I had to double back out to 24. Well, I mean, that's almost right at 30 minutes of driving just to get over there to where I had to turn around and come back another 30 minutes of driving. I was going to be at least 45 minutes short on my 11-hour clock getting there. So I called a receiver and I said, hey, is there any way you guys can unload me Saturday? I said, if you have to pay somebody to come in and do it, I'll pay them. I'll pay them a 4 day's pay just to come in and unload me out of my pocket. And he's like, no, we can't do it. It's union work and da-da-da. I said, can you have somebody just come in and unlock the gate, give me a key to a forklift? I'm a certified forklift driver. I can do it. No, I can't do that either. It's union jobs and da-da-da. Like, all right. So my only option is Monday morning. He goes, yep. I said, okay. So I called Landstar. I said, hey, is there any exceptions in the rules? Because I went through a lot of bad weather. Road was shut down, you know, and stuff like that. And I had to, you know, detour back around. I said, are there any options for stuff like this to where I can continue driving and once I get there, stop and do my break? And they're like, no, you can't violate hours of service unless it's some kind of a national emergency or something. So unfortunately, I'm not hauling coronavirus stuff. I'm hauling doors. So I'm out of options, you know. So I'm sitting on the load till Monday, which sucks because I had to call the agent, tell her, hey, I'm not going to be able to take that load for you. I'm sorry. I apologize. And she was devastated. It just really was bad for her. I know she wasn't planning on me not pulling that load. I think maybe I've given back all the time I've ever been at Landstar. I've maybe given back because I couldn't do it. Maybe 3 loads at the very most, I think, in like a 3 or 4 year span. You know, and it was always either me broke down or, you know, load canceled on me. But and there was just absolutely no way I could get there or something like that. But yeah, I should have planned did my route planning better. I should have listened to Google Maps on this one, and because if I had planned it out better, I would have known to just stay on 24. You know, even if I ran 24 all the way to 57 and back down, I would have come closer to making it than the way I did. You know, so I take responsibility. I screwed up, and so now I got to sit till Monday. You know, that's trucking. That's what happens when you don't do good route planning. You know. And I sat there for 13 hours. I should have had all that stuff planned out exactly how I was going to do it. You don't sit for 13 hours and then get out here and start driving and not know where you're going, your route, and everything else. That's just it's just not smart. It's just not someone who's prepared. It's just not someone who's a 23-year veteran. That's somebody who's a rookie. You know, that was just a rookie mistake on my part. Huge rookie mistake. And it's costing me 2 days here when I could be at my house with my wife and my other 3 puppy dogs. And that's what kills me. I hate being stuck like this somewhere over the road. And I even looked at renting a car and driving home, you know. But it's a 10-hour drive there, 10-hour drive back. I think maybe I'd had 3 or 4 hours sleep in 36 hours. I mean, I was so freaking tired it wasn't even real. And I just didn't think it would be the smart thing to do, to drive 600 and something miles to the house, tired, sleepy, and then get there at the house. First thing I'm gonna want to do is go to sleep, you know. So half my time at the house I would have been in the bed, and then turn around and come right back Sunday, and it just didn't make sense to do that. So $200 for a rental car, $200 for a hotel, or try to idle the truck, wear and tear on the motor because the APU ain't working right. And I checked around on see if I can find a Thermo King, and there's Thermo Kings around here. I think there's one down towards Sykeston, but they're closed on Saturday and Sunday. They just have the emergency road call or whatever it is thing for reefer units and stuff. So anyway, I want to use the guy back home anyway. Try to stick with one guy if I can, doing the work on the truck and all. So anyway, I didn't mean to ramble on. I just want to catch y'all up to speed on what's going on. On a positive note, out of all this, I did book 3 more loads. So I have me a load booked first thing Monday morning. I'm picking up. We'll talk about that in the next vlog. And I got 2 more loads after that booked. So I'm booked up for at least a good solid week or longer. And because these are some good runs, some good paying money. So I'll do my 34-hour reset here. Now I'll do another 34-hour reset when I get home in a couple days. And then I'll leave back out, I think Thursday. But yeah. I know, I don't know. I try not to, I say, you can't help but wonder what people are thinking. But, you know, like I said, it's on me. I take responsibility for it. I screwed up, you know, and that's the first thing I told my wife when I sent her a message. I told her, I said, I screwed up, honey. I screwed up. I should have listened to Google Maps. I should have planned it out better. I should have known what I was doing. And I'd be willing to bet you, it's probably already been posted out on social media somewhere about road closures and stuff, and I just missed it. Didn't see it. I haven't been doing a whole lot on Facebook and stuff like that lately. A little bit here and there, but not a whole lot. And like I said, I just I hate this. I hate being away from home and by myself, just me and Ducky. But I got us a hotel room. Check-in's at 3. We're gonna stay there Saturday night, Sunday night, and check out early Sunday morning and drive on down there to where I gotta deliver, and then we'll get that off pretty quick, I'm pretty sure, and then go on for our next pickup and start heading back towards the house. So anyway, that's where we're at. Y'all hang around, let's see what all else happens. And it's got to get better, right? It can't get worse. So, but anyway, we'll talk some more about what all we got going on our next loads a little bit later on. I just didn't want to talk about them too much right now. So y'all hang around, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Well, it's Saturday night. Man, I've been catching up on a lot of sleep, I'll tell you that. But yeah, we're here in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Let's see, there's our hotel, and they let us park right back here. There's a Target right over there, Walmart over there. Check it out, right there, Outback Steakhouse. Yeah, I already had me a little something from Outback. So, and then there's Panda Express. So, I don't see a breakfast joint. Whew. I got eggs and stuff in the fridge in the truck, so I came out here to walk Ducky. There he is. There's your duck man. There's your duck man. See, I'm good, Dad. I'm good. Yeah, see, I'm good now. I done took care of business. Anyway, I figured while I was down here walking him, I'm gonna grab me some eggs and stuff to cook for breakfast in the morning. Because I don't really see a place to go eat breakfast at around here. The closest place is, well, if you eat McDonald's, is over there. I ain't ate McDonald's in over 15 years. White Castle, I don't think they're open for breakfast. So, yeah, I don't see no breakfast joint. Well, there's Sonic. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can. Right back there, way back there. Sonic. But, I don't want Sonic either. I'll take my breakfast. So, thought I'd touch in and let you know what's going on. Ain't nothing exciting going on right now. So, anyway, we got some nice big king size bed and everything. Big enough for Ducky to sleep on there with me tonight. So, anyway, we're gonna head back up to the room, hit the sack, get up in the morning, and oh, I didn't tell you, I got Ducky an appointment. Here, let me show you. All right, so we said there's the Target, right? Just on the other side of the Target right there is Petco. And that's where we always take Ducky to get him groomed. So all his records and everything are on file there nationwide. So I gave him my phone number, boom. Oh yeah, he's good, his shot's good. You ain't gotta bring nothing, just bring him on in. 10 o'clock in the morning, that'll be the last time you see it. Come here, Dad. Come on. Everybody take one good last look at you. Everybody. See, I won't be a long-haired hippie much longer. Yeah, see, I won't be no long-haired hippie much longer. Daddy's gonna get me all shaved up, nice and pretty. Get a bath. Yeah, I'm gonna get a bath and everything. Ain't it right there? Yeah, I'm gonna get a bath? No, you don't want a bath? You're gonna get a bath, buddy. Yeah, you're gonna get a bath and get all shaved up, looking pretty. Yeah, they get you shaved up looking all pretty. Crotch rocket. Idiot. Anyway, just thought I'd tell y'all a little bit about what's going on. We'll see y'all tomorrow. What you say, Duck? What you say, buddy? See, I feel 10 pounds lighter, Dad. Got all that hair off of me. Yeah. So I'm a lean, mean, concrete walking around on machine. Don't you, Ducky, come here. Ducky, don't you do that. I know what you were thinking. Yeah. Wanna show everybody how pretty you look now? Huh? Yeah. Got yourself all cut up, shaved up good. Yes. See, I'm a handsome looking man, Dad. Yeah. Well, we finally got our drop off when we were supposed to get off Friday. Finally got it off. We're fixing to head down about 10 miles down the road, pick up our next pickup and head towards the house. We're going down to Lake Park, Georgia. Yeah. Picking up 10 miles here, head down to Lake Park, dropping hook, boom, head to the house. We'll be home Tuesday, maybe by noon. So y'all, come on, let's get this done. We got our seal, we got our paperwork, we're loaded up. It's a heavier load than I thought it was. For some reason, I was thinking Rubbermaid. I was thinking light little Rubbermaid containers or something. It was gonna be a light load. But they got us loaded heavy. Well, I say heavy, it ain't really that heavy. I won't have to axle out or anything. It's only 35,000 pounds. But I was thinking more in the 15,000 range. So, yeah. See what all they got in there? So, I don't know what that is. But it's heavy. So, anyway, I'm gonna let them have that black strap there on the wall because I got about a gazillion of them from hauling that stuff out of, where's it at? Out of Howe, Indiana. They use those black straps. And I got so many of them now, I'm giving them away practically. So, yeah, we get our seal on here. There we go. So we're ready to go. We're gonna haul the mail, and we're not gonna stop until our 8 hours is up. I figure run the 8 hours, stop, maybe get some fuel, or we may stop before the 8 hours is up, get some fuel, do a 30-minute break because we got exactly 33, 34 minutes between our 11-hour clock and 14-hour clock syncing up. That's perfect for a fuel stop. So we'll do our fuel stop, and then we'll haul the mail and see how far we can get. My guess is we're gonna make it somewhere between Tifton and Macon, if I had to guess. But we're gonna get as close as we can get to the house, do our 10-hour break, drop hook, head to the house. So y'all come on, let's get this thing done. Oh, what you doing? What you doing, you little skinny bony Maroney? Look at that little skinny bony Maroney. Who is that? Is that Duck? Duck? Is that you? You look different, Duck. Yeah, you look way different. Let's go. Yeah, I got to admit, I'm a little embarrassed to be taking Ducky. There you go, buddy. Just make it work where you can. For him to have to be using this area right here. I know it's a bad area, but we're at the TA in Antioch, Tennessee, and there just ain't no good spots, man. Well, there is back on the back side over there, but we're just doing a quick little 30-minute break. So I'm hoping he can make it work. We kind of parked right there on the end row. And I mean, it's not technically a parking spot, but it is inside the parking lot. So we're not out in the road or anything. And this ain't even a road, it's just the entrance and everything. But anyway, finishing up our 30-minute break here, and then I'm thinking we can make it to Tifton, Georgia for sure. I hope we can, because I want to get the truck washed if we can. We'll make it there, do a 10-hour break, get the truck washed, and as soon as that 10-hour break's up, we'll shoot on down to Valdosta, drop a hook, and get our butt to the house as quick as possible. Hopefully get another 34-hour reset in. So, come on, let's go. Well, we didn't make it to Tifton. We didn't get the truck washed. We got her up there in Atlanta, and there was a bad wreck. They had the whole thing shut down trying to tow stuff out of the way. So we ended up being stuck up there for over an hour on the interstate. 285. And so anyway, we were lucky we made it down. I think it's Byron, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere in there. Georgia, where that pilot is. You get off the interstate, turn right, it's right there on the right. And that was a dump. And then there's a hotel across the street that has a little bit of truck parking, but I won't say you have to pay to park over there, I'm not sure. I ended up paying to park at the pilot anyway. I backed into a spot thinking it was a regular spot, and then when I got out with walking Ducky, I looked down, I could barely see it. It said reserved. I probably shouldn't have paid, but I did. I went ahead and paid because I didn't want them waking me up at midnight saying, hey, you can't park here. So I just went ahead and jumped online and paid it. And so we got up as soon as our break was up, we could go. We were creeping out. Boom, we took off. Got down to Lake Park, Georgia, and we did our drop and hook down there, and booked it back to the house. Dropped the trailer, came over here to Thermo King in Midway, Florida. Great people, love these people. They always do good work for me. And I'm not blaming them for anything that's been going on with my APU. It's an old APU. It's got so many hours on it. But I've had a lot of work done on it. They've done the majority of the work here. I've had a fuel pump. I can't remember about the alternator. It seems like I had the alternator replaced. Reservoir coolant tank replaced. Freon lines where the Freon goes through, I've had those replaced. So now I'm having an issue with the alternator. The alternator's good, but what the problem is there was a wire, I guess, that runs from the motherboard over to the alternator, and I don't know if it got burned up or if I don't know what happened, but anyway, they're having to run another wire over there, and so they're trying to weave it through underneath the truck and over here to the motherboard, and it's just a mess. It is. They worked on it yesterday for right at 5 hours, never did, couldn't get everything done that needed to be done. I could have left the truck, and that's probably what I should have done, just switched everything off inside the truck and left it. And but I didn't, because I had Ducky with me. I had a bunch of stuff in the fridge and some other stuff in the truck I wanted to get out. So they just buttoned everything up for me, and I drove it to the house and got home and went and had to go vote in the primaries. That was the last day yesterday for our area, and did that. Came back to town, and I'm gonna tell you a cool story real quick. I know I'm rambling, I apologize, but this is a really good story. If you love the military, if you love our senior veterans, you're gonna love this story. So to go vote, of course, I have to put on my attire. So went voted, went back to town to a place called the Havana Eatery. That's where we love to go eat there. And I got me my signature dish I always get, the Cuban. And so, you know, you have to wear masks, social distancing, all that stuff. And so I'm sitting off to the side, you know, waiting for them to cook my food. And it's about a 15-minute wait. So I'm sitting there, no big deal. It's fresh, everything's fresh. So there's a senior fella in there, you know, and he walks over to me with his food, you know. He's got his mask on and all. And he walks over to me and he points down at my shirt I'm wearing, you know. And he goes, "I like that shirt." I looked up at him, I said, "Thank you, sir, I like your hat." He was wearing a U.S. Army hat. And I said, "I got one like it myself at the house." And he goes, "You was in the Army?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "I was in from 64 to 68. I said, "Well, you were in way before me then." You were in before I even was born. But I told him, I said, "Yeah, I served 91 through 95, right in there." And so we talked for a minute, you know, and he said, "You know, thank you for your service." And I looked at him and I said, "No, sir, thank you for your service. I really appreciate it." And he said, "We got to get that man there elected. If we don't, we're going to be in trouble." And I said, "Yes, sir, I agree with you 100%. So it was nice to be able to, you know, just see somebody, you know, you don't know, you've never met before, and they just walk up to you like that and talk to you. And him being a veteran and everything. I didn't notice him to start with because I was looking for loads on the load board on my phone. But yeah, that was a cool experience for me. You know, that's not the first time something similar to that's happened, but it's just every time it happens, it sticks in your mind, and you know, you just, you know. So I don't know. I just want to share a quick little story. Anyway, you know, got our food, went back home, and after we ate, I had to go outside while I still had some daylight and find an air leak. So I got an air leak on my truck. My foot valve up here at the front is leaking, and here, I'll put a picture right here where you can see it. And if you'll look right here, you'll see the metal box where the square is. You see the 4 screws, and then there's bubbles coming out the side of it. Some people have told me that might be a bad brake chamber, or might be air being backfed through or something. But I think it may be a bad gasket or something, you know, because that may be the original valve that came with the truck. So after 1,000,000-something miles, it's probably ready to be replaced. Anyway, so we're going to replace that, and I also have an air leak on the tank, the forward tank. There's a elbow valve coming out, connector with a hose and everything, air hose, and it's leaking. So I got to get that fixed. And see if we can't get rid of some of these air leaks. But hopefully they'll get my APU fixed today, and we can enjoy the rest of the day, I hope. There's so many things I need to get done. The grass needs to be cut. It poured rain last night, so I'm hoping that it'll dry up a little bit when I get home. I can finish cutting the grass, or cut the grass. And I still got to clean out some stuff out of the truck, and get my groceries, fill up my water jugs, do all that stuff. Got a lot to do in a short time to do it. We got to leave out at 3 a.m. in the morning, Thursday morning, which is today's Wednesday. Hump day, whoop whoop. So we gotta leave out early. So we got a lot to do in a short time to do it. And so man, time's just so tight. I'll be honest with you, if I'd known I was gonna have this much trouble with my APU, I wouldn't have booked that load leaving out Thursday morning. I would have waited and tried to book something leaving out either Friday or just stayed home, took the rest of the week off and left back out Saturday or Sunday, you know. But, you know, hindsight being 40-40, 50-50, whatever it is. So, anyway, we're going to get this fixed because I know these people here do good work and I have a lot of confidence in them. Same guy's worked on it every time I've been here. He's a really great guy, and I'm kicking myself in the butt because I am terrible at remembering names. But he's a really cool cat, a little skinny fart. But he's a good guy. He does a lot of good work, and he knows what he's doing. They got a whole crew of guys here that are really, really good. And so if you got your APU needs working on, or a reefer unit or something, this is where to come. If you're at exit 192, there's a Flying J, and right across the street from the Flying J, there where that red light is, you turn on that little street right there and follow it back. And they're back here about maybe a half mile, 3/4 of a mile back on the left side. They'll have a sign out there. They'll also say now hiring sign, so they're looking for help. So if you know anything about small engines, if you want to get training, they'll train you. I asked the guy, because he said, yeah, we'll send you to school and train you. So if you're looking for a job, want to move to Florida, come on down to Midway. You'll be in the county I live in Gadsden County. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. Hopefully they'll get my APU fixed and we can get going and see what we can salvage of the rest of this week. We got a load picking up in the morning in Columbus, Georgia, going up to Michigan, and then that delivers on Saturday. And then we got another load. We're doing a drop and hook in Middlefield, Ohio on Saturday, going back to Knightdale, North Carolina. And I'm gonna talk to Clint and see if maybe he can do that foot valve thing for me, or show him what it's doing and ask him what he thinks I should do about it. And I may end up over there where he's at in High Point, either Monday or Sunday, because he is open on Sundays. However, if he needs parts, I'm screwed because most of those parts places are closed on Sunday. So I don't know, we may wait and go over there Monday instead of booking a load out. Hold off and maybe book something for Tuesday or something like that. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the video. We've been rambling on so long. I know y'all get tired of hearing it, but I really appreciate every one of you guys. Y'all are awesome. And you know, you're gonna have downtime like this, but you gotta keep going. You just gotta keep on punching.